Guess another thing I have to bring up is even though there were some tribes that had contact with other tribes all the way through Mexico, um, there were different, I guess, unseen things that were happening, which could have been even what before or after. I believe the no, if anything, it would have been before. Yeah, before the Spanish were even there, where they found, um, like castles just even made out of human remains and stuff, and the histories you have from the many different tribes that have interacted with them as well. They've always had some like really dark and evil way where they either want to like wear your daughter's skin as a means of admiration of leadership, or they'll force you to eat mushrooms that are toxic until you die. But your body filters the toxins out so they can drink your pee because it would be hallucinogenic. And then on top of that, you had some tribes, I guess, that get a hold of human brain, okay? And you're not supposed to eat human brain because it will make you, it's like a disease. It'll make you crazy, like over time. Like crazy, crazy if you plain nuts at that point. So a lot of times, tribes up here, even though we get along, we weren't one and the same with them. But one thing I have to say is, it seems like, especially with the use of these like quantifying terms like Indian, seems like the attitudes all seem to shape into this like demonized image. So, and even then, even when they were crazy, some of them cannibalistic, they'd eat your brain. They would eat your brain just for the DMT or some ritual belief. And it's not to say everyone in those tribes even agree or believe with a lot of that, but it's like it's already fear of violence, fear of many different things involved. So it's just like, all I can say is we had conflicts. We had conflicts with them. There are even ruins and stuff that reflect the fact that there were connections with, different tribes of people from in northern parts and southern parts of New Mexico. So again, I just, I see you all, in this way of just siding with people who know of that history, who even embrace that history, because, what do you guys even do? You parade around baby killers, you parade around people who just took pride in taking human life just because they didn't understand them, wanted them to move. It's like it's the same elsewhere. I mean, conquistadors are pretty similar. You know, that they were these ass faces of the time. Just harm people, wanted to harm people, hurt people, children, just to make statements too against what they perceived at the time to be a threat in their way of understanding. So, with that being said, knowing that there are all these different factors involved with things, it's like, I totally have to say that, that I'm not gonna allow any zombies to open up my brain. I don't care who it has to be, you know, that I piss off or whatever. By saying so, no one's gonna eat my brain. No one's gonna force feed me mushrooms, and I don't care if these white racist pieces of fucking trash or whatever puppets they have running around making narratives happen want to say and side with their acknowledgement of even them types of people over people or even in the areas, which would be Denver, by the way. But yeah, I'm not gonna let a zombie eat my brain. So just thought I'd let you know that. One other thing is, I can't blame anyone of that descent these days wanting to learn and understand nature. I can't. That's just how it's supposed to be. But as soon as you start trying to eat brains, we're not seeing eye to eye, man. If you're eating somebody, doing something, that's just how we've always been. And if you can't seem to control that, that might mean some genetic psychology of some kind. And, you should be treated as a person regardless, even though you may be suffering of some kind in some way. And, good on you in that way, It's just as of right now, there are people willing to exploit everything to take the land and to literally do the same thing you already know in yourself is a struggle in this way. So, again, I want to appreciate the time and services, the money spent, and all these procedures and all these policies that are now just like being thrown in the trash essentially for a suspicion of an individual and hearsay. So, I mean, it just unlocked all this other stuff. What can I say? Like, thank you again. This was a federal money that was used this day, and I will say I'm not Indian. And to those who said that they disagreed up to this point, that they were calling me an Indian through these processes, I just want to say, I have to apologize for them because they don't understand that they're doing these things, and that's federal money, and it should be recognized in such a way. So again, thank you.